Hi, my name is Hannah, and I'm going to be sharing a little bit about my Urbana experience and what happened leading up to it. So I signed up for Urbana just out of pure senior year YOLO, and just because everyone else was going to it, and I didn't really even think of Urbana as a global missions conference or something that would change my life. But the funny thing is, I feel like God definitely had a plan for me in going to Urbana, because a little bit before heading out to St. Louis, I went to fall conference, and there I had a really strange encounter with God for the first time. I felt Him speaking really tangibly and calling me into overseas missions. And it was just something that came out of nowhere. This was never something that I had planned to do in my life, but it was definitely the Holy Spirit that was just leading me to accept that God wanted me to just sacrifice a few years of my life to further His work abroad. So I came into Urbana just expecting God to just drop like a big revelation bomb in my life and know exactly what He wanted me to do and all of that. And unfortunately, what happened was over the first couple days, and actually throughout Urbana, I feel like I never received directly any answers to those questions of where I was going to go and what I was going to do. But I think throughout Urbana, God had a different plan for me. There was a theme throughout all the different speakers and Bible studies of just God taking ownership and taking authority over our lives. And I think that's what God was trying to teach me the most, because what I realized was I was focusing maybe too much on the destination or the goals that I had. And maybe throughout that process, I forgot that God was actually asking me to just surrender in every single day of my life to Him. And instead of looking forward to being a missionary, just God was calling me to live a missional life each and every single day. So yeah, one area that I felt like God was growing my heart for was the Muslim community. And throughout all of the testimonies of people speaking of going to other, Islamic countries and secretly working to spread the gospel, I felt really convicted and inspired that maybe God is asking me to go to an Islamic country. And I'm not completely sure yet, but I feel like now that Urbana is over, God's just prompting me to look into the needs of the Islamic community and different countries around the world. So even though I didn't receive that giant revelation of my life and what God wanted me to do, I definitely received God's just authority and calling over my life. And I appreciate Urbana for just giving me a setting to grow my faith and love for different countries and cultures.